Spring Lake Park has a master plan for updating parks across the city. It's the culmination of a year of work with input from residents and architects. As Mike Johnson tells us, the city has developed concepts for each of its 6 parks.
The city heard from more than 500 residents about what they like in their parks and what should be updated or changed. One common theme was general improvements to park equipment across the city.
They do know that recognize that the parks need an upgrade, that they're well worn, the play structures are outdated, and they would like to see those structures updated to more common themes of climbing gyms and activities that are a little bit more up to date.
As plans for new equipment get closer to reality, Parks Director Kay Oki says users would be asked for input again about the type of play structures they want. One simple update may be changing the wood chip surfaces to one that's easier for wheelchairs or strollers to navigate.
So this is Lakeside Lions Park. The existing fishing dock is here, kind of buried from the sight line. Isn't an easy accessible for folks to get to. So the concept would be then to move it over straight off from the parking lot, easier access from the sidewalk.
Also at Lakeside Lions Park, the beach is not really functional and swimming hasn't been allowed for years, but it could become more usable in other ways.
We are looking at maybe bringing back a splash pad that we could put over there. We are looking at maybe changing that beach area into a natural play area. We've got the sand, we can put some nice natural play features to utilize that area, to still enhance it, but not encourage people to swim in it, because it's just not a swimmable lake anymore.
Another option could be to add kayak rental service along the shore. There's also a need for updating buildings like this one at Able Park. None are ADA accessible and some may have reached the end of their usable lives. There are options for each one.
So we can look at remodeling a building or completely taking it down and starting from scratch. And so we're looking at construction costs on doing either one of those options, or maybe nothing at all.
One thing that can be done right away is repaving a popular basketball court in Able Park. Freezing and thawing has created big cracks in the playing surface. The court will be replaced this spring, but for most of these projects, improvements are long-term concepts dependent on funding.
But this is a 5, 7, 10-year plan. And the community needs might change, desires might change, dollars certainly have a play into this.
And another priority they heard from residents was about keeping costs down.
That will be our challenge with the Park and Rec Commission, the City Council, to develop some fundraising ideas as far as grants, other avenues, revenue streams that we're working on.
Oki says any work that's done now is paid for from a park fund the city has been building over the years. For North Metro TV News, I'm Mike Johnson reporting.
One other common theme involved accessibility improvements. The city wants to accommodate the needs of an aging population and provide more walkways to make parks easier to navigate.